How's it going, everybody? Joe64 here, and with Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe on the way, I have started to look back on the development of the original Return to Dreamland, and look on just how exactly they managed to make one of the most beloved Kirby games of all time. Originally meant to come out on the Nintendo GameCube, Kirby's Return to Dreamland took 11 years of development and was constantly being teased by Nintendo throughout it all. But why did all that happen? Well, we'll talk about all of that and more as we talk about the secret past of Kirby's Return to Dreamland. First being shown off at E3 2005, we got our first look at what would eventually become Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Kirby GCN. The game was going to follow in the footsteps of Kirby 64 and be a 2.5D platformer, allowing multiple camera angles, but locking the player's movement onto a 2D plane. The game was also going to feature an expanded version of Superstar's helper system, allowing Kirby to be joined by up to 3 helpers instead of Superstar's 1. This improved helper system would be featured in just about every trailer for the game. This would later be used in Kirby's Star Allies, different colored allies and all. Kirby GCN was planned to come out later in 2005, and was planned to be the GameCube's big holiday title. Though, as you may already know, that never happened. The game would miss its 2005 holiday deadline and continue development. But, as the years came and went, we would hear less and less about the game, and by 2008, the developers would become completely silent on the project. So what was going on? Well, behind closed doors, HAL Laboratories was working on several different prototypes for the game. You had the main one, which was shown to the public and was nearly completed. This is supported by the fact that the advertising for the game had already begun, with it being one of the premier games at E3 that year, allowing us to see many of the game's features that were already done. We even knew the plot of the game, being that King Dedede was going to steal Kirby's Warp Star for his own devious plans. Therefore, Kirby would chase him down throughout the game to get it back. We also saw many of the copy abilities that would have been featured in the game, those being Sword, Fighter, Wider, Hammer, Plasma, Parasol, Stone, Cleanin', Fire, Cutter, Bomb, and Water, which was the first time we would see this ability outside of the anime. Unfortunately, this is all we would see of this version of the game. We don't know much about why they decided to scrap this version of the game outside of there being too much of a focus on multiplayer. Now, there are 2 other prototypes publicly known. The first one is a fully 3D game, which would have been the first 3D Kirby game years before Forgotten Land was announced. Though, it was quickly dropped before being announced for not meeting the developers' expectations. The third prototype met a similar fate, but this one went back to being 2D and had a unique pop-up book art style. And unfortunately, that's about all we know about that third prototype. This then brings us to March 2010, where Shinya Kumazaki was put in charge of the project. The team was uneasy on how the game was going to turn out, with over 10 years of development seemingly wasted away, and a holiday 2011 release date looming over them. Ultimately, they decided to take yet another fresh start, outside of what would become the game's 2 main features: super abilities, and being able to play as 4 Kirbys at once. And you know the rest of the story from there. Kirby's Return to Dreamland will release to critical and commercial success, and also pave the way to a brand new era of our favorite pink puffball. So, now you know the secret path to Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video. This was a lot of fun to make, and I hope you all enjoyed watching it. as much as I did making it. This is my first time making a video like this, so please let me know what you think in the comment section below. Lastly, a big thank you to all of my channel members. For just $1 a month, you can also become a channel member and get access to videos early, member exclusive shoutouts, and emotes during our live streams. Thank you all for watching, don't forget to take care of yourself, and I will see you all in the next one.